Good morning. I've been up for like 27 minutes and I've been wanting to make a video like this for a couple of weeks now. So here's my physical TBR. Let's go through all the books on it and see how many books, oh, don't sniff the camera, how many books I have on here that I haven't read yet. Starting off strong, we have this book Wanting by Claire Gia. I actually saw her in DC talk about her book. Ever since I googled it, I was like, this sounds interesting. And then seeing her talk about her book, I was like, yeah, I need to buy it. She signed it to him, so this is very special. I have this book called Living in Hope. The person, Mr. Kumar, wrote this. I also have this signed inside, but he gave it to me because we work together, so signed. I really want to read this because look at the print is big and easy to read, and I like that there's like questions mingled in between, like literally question. So I feel like I could like crank this out in the evening. I just need like a good day, good vibes to pick this up and go through it. Guys, can we be normal? We have this book, Modern Ethics in 77 Arguments. I got this book because I thought it would make me feel and become smarter. Have I read it? No. This book I bought in New Orleans. There's a lot of books on here actually that I was recommended to read by the guy that worked at the Barnes & Noble, and he like walked around the whole thing. He was like, here's this, here's this, here's this, and I was like, okay, add to cart, you know what I mean? So this is like a horror novel. I'm trying to get more into horror novels. I don't know, I don't like horror movies, they freak me out too much. I think books are kind of scary because of my own imagination, but at least I can close the book. I can close the book and be like, I'll come back to this when I'm brave enough. This book I got, I haven't been able to get through all of it. I've tried starting it, but it is a very hefty book. I think I want to listen to the audiobook. That way I can have somebody talk to me and I can zone out and listen to it. But this is like a hefty book to read through, if that makes sense. Then I have this book also recommended to me by Mr. Barnes & Noble in New Orleans. I don't know what this is about. I think it's like end of the world vibes. I don't know, but she's also a pretty thick book. Over 800 pages, almost 900. So she's a thick one. But I will tackle her one day. Not today, but one day. This book is probably gonna be the book I read in like the next 5 books. I got this book over a year ago. I've wanted it for so long. People are like, it's like a master manipulator book or whatever. I just think it's interesting from what I've heard about it. Also, all of Mr. Greene's books, I want to read them. I've heard he's just like a good author. This book was a gift from my friend. I think there's still like there's like a note in it. I've actually read this book, but like the animated version, the like manga of it, and then I gave it to someone to read and never got the copy back, which is fine. I'll just buy it again. But yeah, I want to read this one. It's so much shorter than the like the drawn one, the one with pictures. What is that called? Not animated. The illustrated one. It's so much shorter than the illustrated one, and I feel like that one took me so long to read because it was like pictures. It took me a couple hours, but this one I could feel like I could tackle in like 2 max. Another book I want to read to feel smarter. I started reading it, didn't finish it. There's some books like they just feel denser. I think it's like the language that's used and like the content of it. The Socratic definition of sin, right? So like this is like something I really need to take my time reading. Maybe also maybe also audiobook it. I don't know, but I'm going to try again. This book was gifted to me like 2 years ago, 3 years ago by John at like a book swap we did with our friend group. Have I read it yet? No, but I like this dude right here, learned about him in Psych 101. I said, yeah, I need to read this book. I need to read this book tonight, you know what I mean? I haven't read it yet, but again, this is like top 10 next reads. This is another book that I was told to read by Mr. New Orleans in Barnes & Noble. Again, don't know what it's about. It sounds good. This book I bought in Chicago when we were in Barnes & Noble, and I asked the girly pop at the front because I was in between this and The God of the Woods, and she was like, pick this one because I've never seen anyone buy it. And I was like, no, that's a valid reason. The Defining Decade. I'm 23 going on 24, so half of my 20s is basically gone, but I wanted to read this when I had first turned 20. I just didn't buy it. It'd be interesting to read about the time in my life that I'm going through and the things like I can anticipate, or the changes that may come, or like what I should be more conscious of in this decade of my life. I think this is the last book recommended to me by Mr. New Orleans. It was a monthly pick at Barnes & Noble, but oh, it's a, I don't know how to say it. Is it Pulitzer Prize winner? And a Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. I think this is like, there's another book, like a classic, that the name is similar to this. I could be wrong. My friend Noemi gave this to me. We did a book swap in that friend group. That was like a year or two ago. Still haven't read this book. I think the goal is for all of us to read the books that we got and then like rotate them among us. So I'm gonna follow up and see if that's what we're actually doing, and then I can read this, I can annotate it, and then I can swap, and it'll be cute. It'll be cute. I have this book, Feed Them Silence. It's the next book I'm going to read once I'm done with my audiobook meditations. Real short. I picked it up at Barnes & Noble one day after a study session. I feel like I could crank it out in one day. And Rivers of London, I'm like halfway through it. It was supposed to be our book club book of like May. Did we finish the book? Obviously not. Obviously not. So, but it's good. It's like about magic in London, and there's a murder. It's a series. Low-key, I'm gonna read the whole series. It's like really good. I have 17 books on my physical TBR. I don't have a proper bookshelf, so I'm scared of buying more books. So I have to get through these books before I can justify buying more books, because if I buy more books, I have to buy a bookshelf. Which is not a bad thing, but then if I buy a bookshelf and it's mostly empty, then I will buy more books. Do you see the predicament here? There's this YouTuber, she like does like book content. Her name is Jamie Falk, and she's doing like a TBR takedown where she has like a little jar and she picks like prompts and then she reads book based off those prompts. I want to do that too, so I can get through these 17 books. I think it'd be cute and fun, so we'll see if I do that or not. But yeah, those are my books that I'm excited to read.